Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm actually really excited because I'm gonna be reviewing this palette that I found at Winners, actually while I was doing Christmas shopping. So I've had this palette with me for a minute now, but I haven't sat down, I haven't really, reviewed it or anything. And the reason why I wanted to review it is because it was super inexpensive. It was $3.99, which says comparable at $5. So this is by LA Colors. It's the Stellar palette. You guys can see it right there, and actually the price is right on there as well. It says comparable at $5, which I'm guessing that's usually kind of like the price that you can find it on either Walmart or whatever drugstore sells LA Colors. I don't really see them that often. So it was actually as I was checking out, on the lane where you're waiting in line, they had a couple of these. And they had this one. They also had one that was kind of like warm tone, and then one that was kind of like more cool tone. I got this one because it seemed very interesting and it seemed like the colors were kind of different than what I have in my collection. I didn't want to get something that I already kind of had, even though like it was super inexpensive. I kind of wanted to get the one that really caught my attention, and specifically this color is what really caught my attention. So that's what we're gonna be playing around with today, I think. I'm going to try to use as many colors as I can, but I did already swatch it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did already kind of played around with it with my fingers because it's been that long. It's been like a month since I've had this. And when I first swatched a couple of these shades, I was like, I don't even know if I want to do a video on it because they just seem kind of like floppy, but it came with this. And I don't know if this is like, it works. I swatched specifically the silver one with this, and oh my god, it was like super pigmented. It made me think like, oh my god, I want to get a bunch of these and try it out with my metallic shades and see if it works better, because using your finger works really good sometimes, or most of the times. But I tried it with this and with this eyeshadow palette, and I was like blown away. I was actually really surprised at how good this works. So we're gonna be using this today. I know it's a little bit old-fashioned, but it came with it, so I want to try it out. I'm not going to be using it to blend like the matte shades. No. Nah. But definitely for the metallics, because most of them are metallic here. 8 of them are metallic. One of them seems to be kind of like a satin. Kind of has like, it's not shimmery, it's not glittery, but it's kind of like, it's not a fully matte. And then you have these 2 mattes here, and then this one right here. So yeah, we're going to be playing around with that. I'm going to be creating a look. I want to use only this palette today. Like, I don't want to use anything else. So as I was telling you guys, this one is a matte shade. This one is a matte shade. This one as well. And this is the one that kind of seems, it's not like fully matte. It looks a little bit kind of sheeny, but it's not glittery or metallic by any means. So let me just get a mirror because I need a mirror. I'm first going to go in with, I hope these blend out good, because if they do, it's gonna be a really good palette. I'm gonna take this one, which is like the lightest shade, on this e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush. You guys know I love this brush for like transition, to kind of start off my makeup look. And I'm not gonna, actually I just applied a little bit of concealer over the lid, but I'm gonna keep it like that. And I'm just gonna start this one kind of like in the crease. This is the first time I use this kind of like brand, LA Colors. Like I said, it's not very I feel like talked about, or I don't see it that often either, like at my drugstore places or anything like that. So I definitely wanted to give it a go, like when I saw it in store there at Winners, because I was like, oh man, it must be good, or am I not? But then when I got home, I swatched it and I was like, it might be good, it might be really good. And it's super inexpensive, so if you can find good, really inexpensive makeup products, it's a good time to be alive. I'm gonna be taking this one right here. It looks a little bit kind of reddish toned, kind of like a brownie red. And I'm just gonna take that on the outer V. The first one actually seemed to be a little bit darker than I was expecting. Not in a bad way, but it's definitely a little bit darker than I thought it would be. But it looks like this one has really good pigmentation, like you guys can see it right there. And the other one blended super nicely. So I do want to play around with this color because it's such a beautiful shade. I don't think I've done a look with something like this. Let me show you guys a swatch of it. It's like a green, like a turquoise green with like a gold shift. It's a gorgeous shade. I don't think I've ever played around with any color like this. They also have this other one which is like a goldy, it's like a orangey gold shade. They do have really nice colors, but I don't really know which one I'm gonna be playing around with because I really want to play around with that green one. Let's see where it goes. I'm just blending this color. I'm still playing around with that one, and it honestly, it's blending super nicely. I'm not like having any patchiness or any issues with blending of this shade. Let's try a little bit of the dark brown shade, this one right here, which seems to be like a pretty cool tone brown. So I'm just gonna take that on that same brush and pat it on the outer V. I'm kind of keeping that a little bit closer though, not so much on this outer part, but I'm keeping it mainly on this piece right here. Yeah, I haven't really been playing around with makeup. I mean, other than just like doing my makeup for like actually going out to parties or whatever, but other than that, playing around with, you know, doing kind of more dramatic looks or more playful kind of looks, I haven't really been doing. So I was like super excited to just sit down today and just like, you know. Let's try one of the metallic shades. I think I might, I honestly just want to play around with all of these shades right here. Like they're really like catching my eye, but I also want to play around with the silver. Okay, let's try putting the blue, this one right here, kind of like as a base. I don't know if I should wet this or just go straight up like that. Let's just try it like that. So yeah, I'm gonna use the applicator that came with it because I want to see if it works well on the lid. Because that day I was swatching them, like when I first got the palette, and not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed because I was like, what the hell? Like it looks like crap. Like this one doesn't really, it's not really showing up. Let's try with the finger. I'm getting a little bit more, but it's not like super buttery. So yeah, this shade is not my favorite. I mean, you can see it, but it looks a little bit chalky. I wonder if I wet this applicator. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm gonna wet this applicator real quick with a little bit of setting spray. I'm just using whatever I have. I wonder if it's just that shade. Okay, yeah, it feels pretty wet. Let's try it now. Going on there again. And yeah, this shade looks like it's kind of a flop. Great, great, great. Okay, that shade is a freaking flop. So let's try another one because I don't got time for that shade. I'm gonna use that green turquoise one that I've been hella excited to use. This one, definitely the formula feels a little bit more buttery. It doesn't feel as dry as the other one. So let's try this one. I feel like that blue underneath it just kind of ruined it though. Can I use my finger? You see, like you can definitely see it on my finger. Yeah, this one applies way better with the finger. You know what? I'm not loving it. It's like, it's pretty, but it's not like blowing my shoes off. They also have this other gold one, which we could probably use. Let's see how it would look on top. Yeah, it would look really goldy green. That freaking blue just ruined my look, literally. I feel like it really did, because it would have been super bomb, like just by itself. It would have popped a lot more. I mean, that's pretty. I'm not, you know, but I'm just not liking how dark the base is because of that blue. Let's try it on this side. I want to see on this side how it would look, because I feel like it wouldn't look as dark on the base. So now, the moment of truth, we're gonna be taking just that color right here on my finger. Oh, it looks way better. Yeah, this one just looks, I feel like because of that other shade, it didn't have like such a buttery kind of formula. Like this one looks a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more greeny like, and this one definitely looks a lot more bluish. So we're just gonna leave it. There's nothing I can do about it, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and I do want to kind of take a little bit of this kind of goldy shade because it's very yellowy like there, you guys can see it on here. Let's take a little bit of the gold with this applicator, just a little bit, to kind of pat over specifically on the center. Can you guys see the shift? Let me try with my finger. I feel like this applicator isn't really doing it for me. I don't know why that first time when I swatched it with my finger and then went over with this on my hand, like swatching, it worked so well, but get out. I'm not friends with you anymore. I was hyping you up so much at the beginning of the video, but now I'm just like, no thank you. No thank you. Oh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I want to darken things up a little bit, but I'm just gonna go ahead and blend these edges a little bit because it's looking a little crazy. Just a little. You know what? I take it back. Maybe this will be good for like the inner corner, which I want to take that gold shade. I mean, not gold, that silver shade. This one right here. Let's try it. Why not? What do we got to lose? What do we got to lose? Tell me. It's a very kind of glittery kind of shade, this one. Like, it's not super metallic. On this outer corner, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the blue because I feel like this side, it looks a lot darker, like specifically on this area. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this blue, kind of go over that to kind of match the two. Let's take a smaller brush. I'm gonna take something like this, and I'm gonna take the, it looks almost like a black. Let's see. Oh my god, hella fallout. Jesus Christ. Like, excuse me. Let's take a little bit of that. Let's see how pigmented this one is. And oh, it's pretty pigmented actually. I thought it was gonna be like no pigment at all, but it is quite pigmented. I'm just gonna take that to darken this part out, obviously, as you can see. But you know what, I gotta say, the matte shades on here, they blend really, really well. Like, they're not patchy, they're pigmented. They're a little bit powdery, like when you dig your brush in there, but I don't really mind it as long as they're pigmented, you know, because right now what threw me off about it being kind of really powdery, I thought it was gonna be like no pigmented at all, but that's not the case. So I'm not complaining, just be mindful that it is gonna be a little bit powdery when you put your brush in there. That's all. I'm gonna go back to the other brush and just blend the edges, like help blend a little bit more. Usually what you want to do with more darker shades like this, like a black or like a really dark brown, you just want to apply kind of like the product where you want it at first, and then go over with another brush to help it blend, so it's not like all over the place. Because if you go in with a big brush, then you're gonna have that shade kind of like too far up or too far in, and you definitely just want to keep it on the outer V for more of like this kind of smoky eye kind of situation. So yeah, the matte shades in here are really, really good. It's making me think a lot about the shades from another palette that they had on there on when I was purchasing this one, because they had one that looked really, really pretty for like an everyday kind of look, and they had, I think, mainly matte shades. So I feel like their mattes are really good. But look, let me show you guys. So like this silver shade looks really pretty, but when you swatch it, you're not gonna get a lot of, it's like very, like almost nothing there. But let me show you guys with the applicator. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah, I think it was this shade specifically that like caught me like, wow, it's a wow. Okay, so this one is the swatch with the finger. Now, like there you guys can see it, right? Like that silver bluish kind of reflex, and then this one just looks like shit. Like it looks like the worst swatch of life. You know what I mean? All right, T, I am back. I have completed the eyeshadow look, as you guys can see. Now, I actually did a little bit of something different on the lower lash line. I popped a little bit of the matte shade that I used here, this one. I just kind of used a little pencil brush. I used that, and then on top of that, I used a little bit of this like coppery, bronzy kind of shade. That's what's on the lower lash line, and that's pretty much about it. I did apply eyeliner and apply mascara as per usual, you know how it is. And this is the final look. Now, what are my thoughts on this palette? I actually do think that you can create a very beautiful look with it. Does the price justify kind of like the quality? Now, I paid $3.99 for this, okay? It's a very inexpensive palette, and I think for the price, I'm gonna say that I think it's a good palette, because there's so many palettes that are a little bit more expensive than this, and they're horrible, like literally horrible. This is the shade that I was like most excited about, and I think it would have worked a lot better. Like it would have shown up a lot more intense. Even like here, you guys can see it, and it's a really beautiful eye look that I created. But I think what I messed up was definitely putting that chalky on shade underneath it, and it was too dark, so it just didn't really work out, you know. The other shades, like this other gold one, this bronzery one, these are shades that you can literally use on an everyday basis, and they're just gonna look gorgeous. Like they're those type of eyeshadows that anybody can rock them, and for an everyday or like kind of nighttime kind of thing, right? I do like the matte shades on here. I think they all worked beautifully, actually. I was expecting for there to be like chalkiness, or like for them to be like super powdery and not pigmented at all. I was kind of expecting that, because that's usually how it goes with really affordable eyeshadow palettes. But this one, nothing whatsoever. Really what you see on the pan is what you get on the eyes, so that's really good. They blend really, really well, and yeah, all the matte shades are a bomb, like all of them. Actually, even this black one, like you can see it's hella pigmented. You can create a very nice smoky eye, really smoke things out, or keep it more on the natural kind of side. This silver one is a little bit more kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like a glittery topper, because it's not a super metallic shade, like even what you guys see on the inner corner. It's, you can definitely see that it has more of like glitter particles to it, so it's a pretty shade, but it's definitely not like a metallic shade. So yeah, I mean the size of it is it's a very tiny size, like it's like the size of my hand, but I think it's awesome for like, you know, if you don't want to splurge on a palette, which a lot of people, you know, I mean, we don't. Like I think a lot. I think twice about purchasing a palette that's like $50 or something like that, even though I know the quality is probably gonna be up there and it's gonna be really good. Sometimes you think about it because you're like, okay, am I gonna get a lot of use out of it? And for this and the shades that you get on here and the size and the price, I think it's really nice. I mean, you are paying for what you're getting, like it's a plastic container and whatever, but the fact is that the quality is there, you know, for the most part. So I would definitely recommend this. It was $3.99, and I did not regret purchasing this, because I feel like I'm definitely gonna use a little bit more of the other shades that I didn't use today. Like also this gold one is a very pretty like yellowy gold, which I feel like you could create a very nice look with. And yeah, it's 2020. Everybody trying to save money, everybody trying to save money, you know what I'm saying? So if you want a good eyeshadow palette that's not like gonna break the bank and gonna make you go broke, but something that you can actually work with, because the good thing is that all these shades you can use like literally on an everyday basis, like all of these matte shades, even these other ones, like this rose goldy color, this other gold, this coppery, like they're neutral everyday colors. So yeah, I like it. I think I'm not regretting it. I think the eye look that I created is beautiful. It looks super blended. Like you wouldn't think that I spent $3.99 on this eyeshadow, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks like a nice quality shadow because of how it's blended and everything, and it didn't take me like hours to blend. Like it was literally like as if I was using a very not super luxurious palette, but something that's a little bit more pricey than $3.99, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and also let me know down in the comments. Please comment down below what you want to see, so I can get ideas, because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get ideas. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.